So with The Sims 4 for rent coming out soon, it gave me the idea to build some new apartments, but also go back and revisit some of the other apartments that I have done over the years. And now we know how the kind of lot system works with the new gameplay trailer that came out the other day. We're going to go in and give my Tokyo micro apartments a little bit of a facelift. Now, I built these apartments many years ago, so there might be some conflicts in tastes because I have grown as a builder and my older kind of work is a little bit embarrassing. So I've not looked at these yet. I've plopped them down in my game. We are going to go through and just give everything a nice facelift and bring it up to date on how I build these days. So let's get on over and let's have a look. And here she is in all of her glory. My Tokyo micro apartment build. I think I built these back in like 2016. So they're very old build, or 2017. One of them, I'm sure of it. They still look really nice. I still like the shape of the build. I think it's really interesting how it kind of cantilevers over on this edge here. There are a few things I will change of it. I'm not enjoying these kind of like big pillars that I've put down with the walls and stuff there. I think we can get rid of them now and just have it a big cantilevered moment. The landscaping, I'm going to sort the landscaping out. It's a little bit too much for me now. But all in all, I think we need to give this a big old revamp. And I might even get rid of this pond back here as well. And maybe put in a pond, a real pond now instead. Just to bring, you know, a bit more of that newer build mode that we've got now with the pond tool. I mean, it's not new, but it's new. It was non-existent when I built these. But from memory, I think there were 6 apartments here. Let's do a little count. We've got 1 here. We've got 1, 2 on this level, and we've got 1 and 2 there as well. Oh, actually, no, we've got 2 more up here as well. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Oh, so there's 7 apartments. Okay, so 7 apartments and also a basement level. I don't know what I was doing here. I was trying to make it look like you have got like kind of underground parking with these apartments, but I think we're going to get rid of that these days. What have I done with those lines there? What's that about? What is this about? Oh my goodness me. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And maybe we can make this into a bit more of a communal like laundry and gym area. That could be a kind of nice touch to have in a little apartment block, wouldn't it? So we can have that as a kind of shared space. And I think I'm actually really liking the floor plans that we've done. I've done some interesting things. I'm not really keen on this, the kind of bar stools here with the computer on top of the TV. I mean, that's kind of multi-use space. It kind of makes sense. There is wallpaper missing there, Aiden. How very dare you. I've also used the wrong corner piece in here for that is going to be unusable. They're not going to be able to use that coffee machine. And that is the smallest balcony I've ever seen in my life. But we're going to try and make it work. We are going to try and make it work. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with the floor plans. I think what we'll do is maybe swap out some of the furniture choices, but we'll kind of stick with having each one a different kind of color theme, but still sticking in with the same aesthetics, what we got going through. A bit more modern. This is a modern block of apartments, so it kind of makes sense to do it that way. I'm also going to maybe separate the toilets off, considering we're going for a bit more of a Japanese vibe with the Tokyo micro apartments. I now know, after education from lots of you guys and also the new pack that came out, and also my love of Japan has grown greatly over the years, that we need a separate toilet in the bathroom. So that's what we're probably going to have to try and do with a lot of these. It might prove difficult, but we have got various pieces now that will kind of help that along the way. I'm also not going to show you how I furnish each apartment. I'll probably show you how I furnish maybe around about 3. So what I'm going to do first, to start this off, I'm going to strip everything back that I don't think we need on here. I'm also going to change the windows as well. I think I want to go for the eco lifestyle windows on this build and maybe put a bit more of a wooden element on them. I think that would just really make the build pop. I'm also going to get rid of a lot of the pillars and stuff I've used on the sides. I don't think that's necessary anymore. And I might even change a couple of the wallpapers, but I actually like how the wallpapers look. It's not, you know, it's not the worst I've seen. So let me do that. Let me strip all of the facade back and we'll then go around to put on some new bits and bobs. Okay, so I've got rid of all of the landscaping that I don't want anymore. And I also trialed out the windows from Eco Lifestyle, but also the greenhouse door. This was the only door that kind of matched in semi-okay with this. It has got a bit of a gold handle, which I didn't want, but I think it matches in nicely. It just looks a lot cleaner. It looks a lot more me. I changed the door here as well for the island living slidey one, and I just think it suits it a little bit better. So I've left this side free, and we're going to put these on together. A lot of things were wrong with this build. You can see like walls that have not been painted properly. Oh my lord, there's lots of things that were just not working. And I'm a little bit embarrassed about it, to be honest with you, but I was a baby builder. Well, not a baby builder, a baby Sims 4 builder, we'll say. So you're just gonna have to deal with it, to be honest. Absolutely have to deal with it. So I apologize to anybody who downloaded this build and you know, had unpainted walls everywhere and just ghastly things, to be honest. Absolutely ghastly things. But I think this is a nice vibe with these. We've also gone for the browner windows as well. I got rid of all of the pillars too, and I've had a few other ideas about what I actually want to do with this lot. The basement area here, I'm thinking about adding a pool area in, because we've got access from what's going to be the gym and laundry area. I think having a pool out here would be really, really nice for gameplay. So that's what we're going to do. That is indeed what we're going to do. Yes, we bloody are. Let's have a little look at those windows. Yeah, that looks better. That looks nice. We do need some greenery in the front of this build. Thinking about adding in one of the trees we've got around this world and popping it here with some like planters and maybe some chairs around here as well. Maybe I left this free so we can add a little bit of greenery there as well. And I also changed out the floor texture for this concrete. I just think it blends into this world a little bit better. Out the back here, I think I'm going to add more trees here with some benches. And I'm going to do a little pond area in this part here. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are indeed. I mean, look at this bloody wall here. That whole thing has not been painted there. Oh, my lordy loo. Honestly. Honestly. I must have just been blind when I was doing this. Oh, there's more pillars I need to get rid of here. I keep seeing new things pop up that I need to do. And again, with these windows back here, we're going to add in some windows back here as well. So let's start doing this. What we're going to do here, we did do another big window there just to add in some more daylight. I mean, I wouldn't do that necessarily now, but that's what I did then. So we're just going to stick with it. And I remember leaving a gap in between these as well. So that seems to be what we're going to be doing there as well. Up here, what have we got going on around here? I'm sure I could add in more windows here as well, to be honest with you, just to flood that area with light. We've got no wallpaper on the back of this too. Aiden, what were you doing? I love the little like dining tables that I've been putting out here. They can't even get to that because this is in the way, honestly. Oh, actually, tell a lie. There was a second door here. There was a second door there, so you can leave me alone for that one. Thank you very much. But still very bad. Let me get the rest of these windows on. I've changed a few things, including the brick. We've gone for this like sort of sagey minty green color instead. I just think it looks a lot better. And I also made the height of this a little bit higher around here as well, just for some extra privacy down into the pool area that we're going to be building. What else did I do? I finished off the windows on the back here, finish off the windows there. And I think that was about it. I also changed the roof texture up here too. And I've had an idea. I think I want to put the bins in this spot here, where I was going to be putting a little bit of landscaping. And the reasons for that is I would like to use this tree. And this tree is massive and it needs to go there. It needs to go where the bins were. I don't really like the bins on show though. Maybe I could hide them with a fence. What I've done instead is used a half wall and I've reduced the amount of bins. It would make sense to have more than 4 because of how many people are going to be residing in these apartments. But this is The Sims. We just need to remember that. And I also got rid of those mailboxes. They were all a little bit too much. I'm hoping we get some different mailboxes when the new pack comes. So we're just going to put these up for the meantime. I just think it would make a bit more sense. Now, I know there's 7 apartments, but I'm just going to do 4. Just so it makes it look like it's, you know, like a multi-use area. And I thought having a new bit of signage, loyal, would be the best thing. So I'm using this one here. And then I thought underneath of here would be perfect to have a little bike area. So why don't we use this bar here that I use all the time for these little bike park moments that I do. And I might put 2 in. I'll do 1 there and 1 there. But then I was also thinking, why don't we have a little bit of cover up here as well? So maybe I could do some kind of shelter coming off of this area here. And I could pull that across like that and bring it to about there. And then what I could do is maybe... Do I want to do a half wall or should we do pillars? I think we should do pillars, to be honest with you. And I'm going to put you across like that. And I don't know what texture I want to put up on top of there just yet. So I'll figure that out in just a second. But that's probably a little bit too big, actually. I might bring that back one more like that. Get these bikes parked up. And then this looks like they've got like a little bike park up outside the apartment. Oh, I'm for it. Yes, I do. And I'll flop 2 of these here. Let's just make sure that they're not sort of like cutting into it. And we'll face this one this way just for a bit of difference. Flop you like that. And there we go. That's what I've decided to do. So I've put some pillars on and I also changed the texture out for the sidewalk slabs on top. I put some of these corner lights on as well, which I'm going to do throughout the build, I think, just to bring a little bit of brightness of a night time. And I also boxed in this area here, put some landscaping in and just made that tree more apparent. And I'm happy with that now. That feels more like me now, you know, more like the way I build now, a little bit more simplified. And I like it. I'm here for it. We're going to move on, I think. I think what we're going to do is do this back area together. I kind of want to copy over what we've done with that tree over to this part here. I think I'm going to go for a bigger tree back here, though. So if I can flop this one into this position here. Let's get the grid on and get down to this place. Let's see if we can get some better lighting. There we go. If I can flop you to there. And then what I'm going to do is just get rid of all of that, like that. Oh, it's already pre-painted, apart from that little green patch. And then I'm going to bring you all in like that as well. Stunning. We'll do some landscaping there. And as I said, I want to get a bit more of a natural pond at this point here. I just think that will look lovely at the back of this build. So that's what we're going to do now. So I changed it. The natural pond was just looking a bit weird. It just looked really odd in this corner. And it wasn't working with the build itself. Not in my eyes now. My fresh new eyes of building. So what I've decided to do was do a little bit of a water feature. Still having this area as a nice place to come and sit and stuff with some water elements. But I kind of copied over this area here, but put a different tree on it. And I just think that suits it. And it also blends it in with the world a little bit better as well. So that's what we've done. And I'm kind of happy with how that looks. I really bloody am. I think I'm happy with the exterior, guys. I really think we've done a good job here. I do. I think it just looks fresher. It looks cleaner. And it's much more the way that I'm building now. I've also forgot to say I changed out the trim as well for this bit more, I forget what it's called, the high tide trim. Yeah, the high tide exterior trim. It just looks a little bit more sharp, a little bit more modern. So that's what I decided to do. Yes, I did indeed. We are moving down into this area here, which is going to be a laundry. I think a lovely little laundry area, an outdoor swimming pool, and a gym area itself. So what I'm going to do is just strip this all back, put the wallpapers and the flooring on, pull out all the bits and bobs, but then we're going to go around and furnish it up together. This has been stripped back and a new floor plan. So that you come down from this way, from the reception area. You met a little tiny little foyer. Then we've got a little laundry room that we're going to do together. And then the entrance out through this way to the pool area as well. I'm going to keep the pool area really simple. Just have the pool going across on that point there. And I'm not going to put anything else down here. I just put in a couple of planters just for some decoration. But I'm not going to do any kind of sun loungers or anything. I don't really see that area being the right area for sun loungers. The gym, I reduced the gym in size. It was just a little bit too big. And I've done some bathrooms. So we're going to do like each with its own shower and also with its toilet and sink in these as well, just in case, you know, you never know. That's what we're going to do together. I think what we're going to do is make a start on this area here with the laundry. So I bought this plant out, putting just a little bit of decoration on either side here. I think would work rather deliciously. Going for these tiles here, I think we're going to use these tiles from the Home Chef Hustle Pack throughout all of like the main reception area as well. I'm going to develop this a little bit further in a second, but we'll concentrate on down here now. I'm going to do these. I'm going to do these washer and dryer sets. So if we can maybe put in, I mean, 3 would work. 3 would work perfectly in this space. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. I'm just going to add in 3 little washers and dryers into this area. We're going to keep it very simple. And I think that's going to suffice. Yes. Let's bring some of these rugs. Can I have it in default? There we go. It's just a lot easier then. And then bring them all the way across like that. Oh, it annoys me that they're not lined up with the rug. So I'm going to move these instead because it's a lot easier than moving those bastard rugs. There we go. And then I thought just having like a little seating area in here as well, just in case you wanted to sit and watch your laundry, you know, just in case you're boring. I can't think of anything more boring than sitting in a bloody laundrette. Not for me. Not for me at all. And I am going to add one of the hampers down here as well, because I don't know how it's going to work with like multiple lots and like laundry and stuff. So I think I'm just going to keep it as it is for now. Very simple, but I think that'd be great for gameplay. So we're going to leave it exactly as it is and move on to the gym area. I'm going to start by putting some mirrors up on the wall. Let's bring these in like that, I think. Yes. And I'm going to do a little, maybe just 3 treadmills if I can do one in each. Because I'm thinking about adding a TV on each of them as well. Simple gym, nothing too much in here. Just a few treadmills and a weightlifting machine, I think is what we're going to do. So let's pull these in. Pull these in like this. Now I know these have got screens on them, but I don't think the Sims can watch TV on them. So I'm going to pull out my favourite gym TV to use. And it's this one. Can we size TVs down? I think we can. Yes, we can. Aiden, you do know that we can do that, for goodness sake. It's been a week, all right? You obviously heard in my yesterday's video, I've been a bit feeling a bit shit. But I'm all right today. I've actually came through the other side, which is nice. Mental health and exercise do work, shockingly enough. And I went to the gym today and I feel a lot better. I really do. Yeah, that's nice. I think that's perfect. I'm going to do one of these weightlifting machines, I think, in that area there. And I might carry the mirrors over on just on this side of the wall too. I probably have to go a bit tighter with this one like there. Oh no, they're just going to go all the way across. Okay, well, let's use that single one instead then. Bring this one, just leaving a little gap. Doesn't really need to go all the way across. I'll just do it to around about here, I think. Again, keeping this really simple as well. Same with the apartments as well. I'm going to strip back the apartments of any kind of like detail. Well, not detail, but over clutteredness, you know. And just play around with the vibe of it instead. I'm wondering if we could use 2 of these, because it just looks a little bit lonely there by itself. I reckon we could squeeze another one in here. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah, but I'm going to bring them a bit tighter into the wall as well. In you come. Lovely jubbly. Yes! That's one working little gym room. I think they'd be made up with that in here. I mean, very posh having it in your apartment complex, for goodness sake. And then very simple in here as well. We're going to do a couple of showers, a couple of toilets, and I'm using this sink here as well. I just think it looks nice in this area. Obviously need to get up some mirrors and stuff too. And I think just maybe a little rail of towels in here. And that would be the perfect little shower room. And there we go. Decided to change the showers around to this side here. And then I used the Moschino kind of like glass dividers, but I sized them down and layered 2 on top of each other. And I think that looks nice. But yeah, a couple of mirrors in by the sinks as well. Not going to put a toilet roll down because it's one of those very fancy Japanese toilets that washes your bum for you. So what we're going to do now is move up to this apartment here. We're going to start on this apartment. I'm going to get rid of everything that I don't really like. I like the floor plan. I think the floor plan's working really well. But I just think we could swap it out for some better furniture and just get a better vibe coming across in here. Also getting rid of these big saucer lights. This was back when these were the only ones that we could use and we couldn't size them down. So that just tells you how long ago it was. Why is there 2 towels here? Another mistake, Aiden. Very awful. How dare you? For some reason, I've left this bathroom door open as well. No idea why I did that. I'm going to play around with this sort of like entrance area. I'm not going to change too much in here. I think we could put a better picture up, maybe some better plants and stuff. This was like storage, I reckon, for letters and things. That's what I kind of had in my head, I think. No idea what I used that for. Change this fence out. Let me do that. So, ignore all of the stuff in here. This is for the apartment itself. But I've simplified the main entrance foyer down quite nicely. Gone for a little platform over here with some lights and a little plant just for a bit of decoration. A little community board up here as well. And I also moved in all of the mailboxes, and we've gone for 7 mailboxes for each of the apartments. Now, again, I don't know how the system is going to work with the new pack, but I've done that anyhow. And I just think it looks a lot better. We've gone for that nice kind of minty, sagey green, which I've also put in this apartment. We've changed the flooring out in here. I've just simplified it down and made it look a lot more how I would do it now. With the toilet, we've separated it off, separate toilet in here. Then we're going to do a shower and sink on this side here. I've also raised up the bedroom area onto a platform. I just think just for a little bit of difference, I think it works well. We're still going to go for that open kind of concept area without a door. I think I'm going to do that from all of the apartments. I just liked it and I think it's going to work for in here. So first off, let's do the kitchen. So the kitchen changed around slightly. We're using my favorite kitchen. This is my favorite kitchen in the game at the minute and I'm using it to death and I'm absolutely thriving with it. We're going to use this, not that stove. We don't need the stove. We need the actual counter itself. Let's just copy it from here. I'm going to use this counter. Going to flop a little corner piece in there to begin with. Gorgeous things. Now I am building over the windows. You know how much I hate that, but this is the only natural light that this apartment is going to be getting, just because of the way that I built this back when I didn't really understand what I was doing. So I'm just going to go for it anyway. I'm going to do this here, plop this one over onto this one here, and I'm also going to put the sink on that one there like that. And we're going to flop another one there. And I'm also, why not, while we're here, I'm going to get in a little dishwasher in this point. I'm going to plop you to there like that, right next to the sink. Again, saving space. And I think what I'm going to do is just put some shelves up. I think I'm going to do a couple of shelves, maybe here and maybe over there, just for some extra storage. I think that would work. And that's one fully functional kitchen without a bin, which we will be adding in now. So let me just get that in. I think I'm going to go for a little pop of yellow. Oh, why not? We're going to go, we're using the sage green around this apartment, so we're going to go for that kind of vibe. But I am popping a little bit of colour in here. Not much. We'll play around with colour a bit more in the other two apartments that I'm going to be furnishing. I don't know where this goes just yet, because we just need to get everything that I've used for the living area in here first. So I think you go to about there, which in turn gives us enough space to put in a little desk behind this. And I think that's going to work rather deliciously. Just skirting in on the edge there. I might actually pull this in or even out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do it outwards. Yeah, because then that frees up a bit more space around the door then. Yep, I like that. Okay. TV, we're going to use the frame TV just because it looks like a lovely little painting and I think it would work. Did need a bookcase in here, but we didn't really have the room, so I've put some books on top of this unit here that I think will suffice. And then it looks like there's more books and storage in here anyway. There was a cheeky little picture that I flopped up on the wall here, around about there like that. Gorgeous. Popping in a bit of yellow. And then I'm bringing in this lamp and flopping you to there. Now I need to remember with space, I think everything should be able to work properly. I think this needs to come back a bit. I know why I pulled this over to this way now. Because I flopped the lamp in on that point there, which makes a lot more sense. Okay, yeah, that's still fine. The door was still open. It is slightly skirting in. I might even be able to shuffle this forward just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want that to be too tight there. So now I need to just remember. Yeah, they should be able to get through there. And they should be able to use the oven and everything around there as well. Nice. And then a little entrance area. Again, I thought bringing in that little storage unit from Snowy Escape. Same with this. And then just some shoes down at this point here. And we're going to flop another one in there as well like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just cleaned it up. It looks fresh. It looks more modern. It looks more me now. The way I'm styling things. That could change in 5 years. I'll come back to this and think, what the fuck are you doing? But for now, that's how it's going to be. So bedroom, rather simply, we're going to put in this bed here, which I love from Dream Home Decorator. And I've kept these these lights here. I've kept them. I just thought they worked really nicely in here. I don't really like where they are. I think they need to go a bit more like that. Yes. And obviously they've all got built-in wardrobes. So we don't really need to worry about space for wardrobes and stuff. And that goes for the rest of the apartments as well. They've all got built-in wardrobes. I'm going to put the mirror there. And I'm just going to flop up this little picture. Just to bring a little bit of life into this room. And I might even just add in a little rug at the end of the bed. And I'm going to go for this one here. Just in front of the dresser. And by the mirror there. Not the dresser, the wardrobe. Yeah, that's perfect. Just a bit of softness. So, bathroom-wise, let's do this. I think what I want to do is rather bloody simply add in a shower into this point here, a sink, and I'm going to keep the bathrooms very plain and very white and fresh. I think that would be the vibe for in here. And separate toilet as well. So can we go for the pale toilet? There we go. Lovely. And I just finished it off by putting in a mirror that kind of looks like it's a storage mirror, but we're just going to pretend it is. There's drawers in this anyway, it looks like. So storage in there, little towel up there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And that's one apartment done, loves. I think that looks nice. Nice, fresh, bright, better than it was before. So what we're going to do is move up and we're going to furnish these two here. So we're going to do this apartment here and also this one here together. And the rest of them, I'm just going to leave blank for the minute. I'm going to come back to them and also furnish these up along with those other townhouses that I had with the new items from the new pack. That's just something I really want to do. So I'll get this up on the gallery for you guys once I've finished anyway. I'll make sure to get all of this older stuff out, so in case you guys wanted to furnish these up. But these we're just going to do together. So on to the smallest apartment in this apartment block. This was a little bit of a struggle. I won't lie to you. I tried several different floor plans and nothing I was really happy with until I decided on using a bunk bed. Now this was always for a single sim anyway. The same with this apartment here. It's just going to be for a single sim. But I was just struggling to get a bed in. I was struggling to get somewhere for them to eat. So until I pulled out the bunk bed, nothing was really working. Now I'm going to do the bunk bed in this little corner here. We've gone for a bit more of a softer blue and yellow popped vibe in here. Yeah, so we're going to put this one in here like this. And then I'm going to separate off the kind of area by putting in a dresser, TV and stereo combo. Oh, look at us go. So they can easily sit down, watch a bit of TV, listen to a bit of music. That's all going to work really lovely there. I'm then also going to use this here. So this is a dining table, but I put a laptop on top of it as well. So if they're working from home, they've got a laptop to be able to use. And they can also just put the laptop in their inventory and use that as a dining area instead. I just thought that was a marvellous way of utilising that little cheeky bit of space there. Let's pop a rug down as well, just to soften this place up a little bit. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous little moment there. And then I'm going to use these pictures, flop them up on that point there like that, just to bring a little bit of decoration into that area. I love this blue texture. I need to always remember this one. This is from Eco Lifestyle. I always forget about that wallpaper and I absolutely love the colour. So that's what we've done there. Then this is a weird place to put a bin, but this is the only place I can get this bin in, and it's going to go on the corner there. So we can fit in the kitchen coming across here. So kitchen is going in. Let's get the grid on. I'm going to do the fridge there. We're going to do that one there. We're going to put the sink in this point here. And we're going to put the oven. Where's the oven gone? Has the oven disappeared? I think I might have got rid of the oven. Oh, no. It was hiding underneath the fridge. That little shit. So I'm going to put the oven in that point there. The fridge on this one here. And I thought because this is such a tight space, we're going to need some areas for kind of storage. So I thought putting in a full kind of wall of cupboards would help that kind of like situation out, you know? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use these ones here. I think I might actually change this one for the end piece just to break up that texture, just so it's got a little bit more of a different vibe going on it. There we go. The all-important extractor fan going in. Excuse you, let me, oh god. That is all up in our face, isn't it? I think that's right. Nope, it's still too high. What's my camera movements doing? For goodness sake. So a full working kitchen we've got going on there. They can eat, they can cook, they can drink, they can eat. They've got a little dining table. It was a bit difficult to get a gen can in here, so I'm just going to put down some shoes and a little coaty peg just going on there. Now, one thing we are missing is some books. So I think what I probably want to do, if I can do it, is maybe put some behind here and then maybe put something up on the wall here as well. There we go. That's what I've done. I've used the shelves or the shelf that came with the book nook to make it look like there's some more books up there, but then there is a usable bit of book space back there too. There Very nice indeed. I think that's came together well. I've also pre-furnished the bathroom anyway, so it's exactly the same size bathroom as downstairs. And I think that's going to work rather nicely. I also changed all of these doors around. The direction was a bit weird. It was coming out this way. I'm not going to put anything out on the balconies. I wish that I extended out the balconies. I really do. But I'm not doing it today. I am not in the mood. But I think that is going to work kind of nicely. And do you know what I think I want to do? I'm going to finish off this little moment here by putting in a window there, just so we've got a little bit more natural light coming into this area. I didn't want to do any more around on these points here, which is a bit of a shame, but it's a bit of architectural detail, you know? So I'm just going to leave it as it is. That's fine. I think that's going to work kind of nicely, and a sim would happily live in there. So we're going to move on to the final apartment for today, and we're going to furnish up this one here and change out this floor plan a little bit. Because I don't like the way the kitchen is on the windows here. Don't know what we're going to do. Let's see what we come up with. So, we're going for a bit more of a darker monochrome aesthetic with this one here. I didn't really change the floor plan. I kind of liked how everything flowed. I did raise the bedroom up on the platform, again, just to make it a bit more interesting. We've gone for a bit more of a darker, blacker bathroom in here as well. And that's about it, to be honest. So, here we go. Kitchen. Now I am doing the thing that I hate, and I'm having to put counters up against the windows. Oh, it just makes me angry. Makes me angry. I would not do that. If I was to go and freshly build this from scratch, I would not make that a thing. It would be completely different. And don't worry, I'm going to be doing lots of apartment builds. So we are going to be building them from scratch and putting the stamp that is needed on them this day. What a lovely sentence that was. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm going to put in these counters here. And I thought this, again, could act as a dining space. But also, let's give them a laptop as well, just so they've got a little laptop in here too. Let's give them a black one to fit the aesthetics nicely. So they've got a bit of counter space, but they've also got a place to come and eat their bits and bobs and whatnot. Now again, awkwardly placing the bin. The bin is having to go here. I would not have that it would not happen in one of my builds now. It would go somewhere delicious. But we're making use of what we've got, you know? Now, weirdly, I've sized down 2 dressing gowns to go up here to act as coats. So these are coats, okay? We're just going to pretend that those are coats, and that is the smallest skin can in the world. I don't know where the shoes are. There are shoes somewhere, but we'll finish off putting the furniture in the rest of the apartment first. So I'm going to put up a couple of shelves. I'm going to do... Oh, I've just remembered. I've put a bloody blind up, and they're going to eat into the blind. We'll figure out something else to put there, because that is just not going to make me... I am not making do with anything else. We're going to do it properly. Extractor fan, all important. Lovely oven underneath there. Stunning, stunning bit of work. Now, I thought having this as a combo, it's got everything in it. It's got a bookshelf, it's got the stereo, it's got the TV. Perfect. And this is what we're going to do with the sofa. Kind of weird, but it will work in gameplay. And it kind of acts as a little bit of separation from the rest of the room as well, which is fine. Which is fine by me. And I think I'm just going to flop it to there. So, in fact, I'm going to push it in a little bit further this way. Again, I'm making use of the space that the sim... I know what the Sims are. I know where the Sims will be able to go and where they won't be able to go. And don't forget, we've got a door here that opens this way. I was going to put a plant here, but it kind of made this space a little bit too squashed. So what I ended up doing was putting some pictures up here instead from Snowy Escape. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit higher with that one. And this one here, I'm going to flop you to there like that. So that space there should be usable. They should be able to sit on here, watch a bit of TV, get out to their balcony with nothing on. Beautiful bit of work. Bathroom through that way. We have got the wardrobe out in the main kind of like living area, but I'm not really fussed about that. That could be used for other storage as well, in storyline purposes. And a very simple bedroom. Just a nice little single bed up here with a little side table and a little lantern on it. And I thought I'd bring up a little white painting up here just to kind of like act. Oh, that's the same painting. I didn't even realize that. Well, I don't want that, do we? We don't want that. Let's go for that one instead. Just to like clash against the black and white that we've got going through here, color wise. And then shoes down on this point here. And that is as far as I'm going with this for now. We're definitely going to be coming back to this, so don't you worry. We're going to be furnishing? We're going to be furnishing the rest of these apartments. I have completely blanked them out and modernized them with the wallpapers that we've used everywhere. So I will upload this to the gallery for you guys to go and download and fill your own like spaces. But I will be coming back to these once the new pack is out and filling it up with all the new bits and bobs, which I can't wait for. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. And I can't wait. Very, very, very much excited for it. So there we go. A little start on modernizing and just reevaluating my earlier choices with this new apartment block. I think it looks really nice. I like the outside. I think it's a little bit more attractive with the browner windows and stuff. It's just a little bit more streamlined, you know? So this is it. We've got that little back area back here with those little water fountains. It's a bit plain at the back. I might do something a little bit different with the back. Not too sure just yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's go in through the front door and have a little nosy at everything else. So we've got a little bike park here. We've got the little bin storage area through there. Lovely tree out the front here. Gorgeous. So you come straight into the main kind of like entrance foyer. Oh, how dare you. I'll make sure to get rid of that. Don't you worry. So yeah, little main entrance foyer. Very nice and streamlined. All of the mailboxes. The first apartment that we furnished, which is probably my favorite that I've done. Yeah, I like this one the most, I think, definitely. It just flows nicely. Well, it's not an eating area. It's more of a desk. A desk area. What is that? What is that? Oh, I bet one of you guys noticed that and you've been fuming about that the whole video. Here we are. Little living area. TV. Picture up there. Stunning. Little double beds. It's nice that we've got a double bed in here. I'm going to try and squeeze in a double bed in a couple of more of the apartments in this place. So be on the looks out. Little wardrobe area. And then we've got a fully fledged working kitchen through here as well. Oh, very, very nice indeed. And then we've obviously got the bathroom. So shower room and also the separate toilet here as well. So let's get out of here and let's go and see those other apartments, shall we? Oh, first off, how rude. Let's get down to this level. So you come in through down here. You've got yourself a little laundry room in here that I think could have a few more bits and bobs in it. I just kept it very simple, but I might add a few extra cheeky bits in there as well. A little outdoor swimming pool for the whole lot to enjoy. And they've also got a fully working gym as well, complete with bathrooms and toilets too. Oh, very nice indeed. I don't know what that weird noise is I keep making, but I keep making it. So up until this level here, now this was the very small squeezed apartment. So you come in through this way, got yourself a fully fledged working kitchen, a little shoe area, bathroom, you know what's in there. Come through this way into a tiny little apartment area, but fully fledged. Like everything would be working here. Like the sim would have a lovely time in here. It's got TVs, it's got everything. It's also got a 1 tile wide balcony. But you know, a lot of the Japanese apartments do have these very small balconies. I've seen them, but maybe not 1 tile wide. Maybe 1 tile wide. Who can say? And then you come into the last apartment that we just did. So a bit more of the darker aesthetic going on in here. Lovely little area here. Place to eat, place to sit and watch TV. Then you swing around to the left here, up on the platform and into the bedroom. And then obviously we've got the walk-in wardrobe through there and also the bathroom through there. So there we go. We're done with this for now. As I said, I will be coming back and revisiting this and just filling it up with all of the other new bits and bobs that we're going to be adding in. I just want to play around with the new expansion pack first before I finish off all of these apartments. I really do. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. I will be back on Tuesday, but it may be Wednesday next week. I may be coming on Wednesday, and I can't tell you why, but I'm doing something very special. So just be be prepared that there might not be a video out on Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say. But yes, thank you so much for watching this, my loves. I will be back next week. Have a marvelous weekend, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.